15th, and this is The View with Catherine Chang. Today's topic is President Tsai did not say Thailand blocking AZ. Taiwan President Tsai Ing-wen talked about AZ vaccines in an interview last Friday, and the interview was partly incorrectly translated. Taiwan Presidential Office reiterated that President Tsai did not use the word blocking. Here are some points. A, President Tsai had an interview on June 11th, and she said, here I quote, AZ vaccine is mainly produced in Thailand. Due to the serious epidemic situation, they prioritize the vaccines for Thailand's use. Well, I think what President Tsai talked about, they didn't refer to the Thailand government. B, according to the Thai media, President Tsai said that Thailand is blocking vaccines export. Of course, that is not true. C, both Taiwan Presidential Office and MOFA solemnly clarified that President Tsai certainly did not say Thailand is blocking exports of AstraZeneca vaccines. D, Taiwan has purchased around 10 million doses of vaccines from AstraZeneca, and it is said that the arrival date might be delayed until July. Well, certainly, Taiwanese people have two approaches to prevent the epidemic. One is to wait for the domestic vaccines, such as Medigen vaccines and United Biomedical, to pass the EUA, and the other is to wear a mask. Like me, I'm wearing a mask now. Well, I believe that the Taiwanese people can defeat the COVID-19 epidemic. Here are the top stories. Today, we have 132 domestic cases. Well, first, I want to talk about NATO leaders declare China as a global security challenge. We know that NATO leaders agree that China presents a security risk, and this is the first time that the alliance will have asserted it needs to respond to Beijing's growing power. And NATO Security General Jens Stoltenberg said that we need to address together as the alliance the challenges that the rise of China poses to our security. Also, NATO to call out China's behavior as Semitic challenge. U.S. President Joe Biden said that this is a very successful NATO summit, and China is seeking to drive a wedge in our transatlantic solidarity. And I want all Europe to know that America is back. Well, according to Reuters, we know that NATO leaders have issued their strongest ever criticism of China, including Biden. They condemn China for rapidly expanding its nuclear arsenal, its opaqueness in modernizing its forces. Well, on the other hand, CNN said that the West is united to confront China. It said Biden's plan to unite Washington's closest allies and take on China just scored a big political win. And the G7 and NATO confronted China on just about every sore spot. Well, moving to Taiwan-Japan relations, on June 4th, Japan sent Taiwan 1.24 million doses of AstraZeneca COVID-19 jab. Well, after Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen accused China of blocking the territory's access to the vaccines, and the doses will be effective through October 14th. For the latest information, Japan's Foreign Minister Toshimitsu Motegi said that Japan is considering a second donation of COVID vaccines to Taiwan. To respond to Taiwan's gratitude, we know that about 130 Taiwanese companies and organizations jointly published a statement in a newspaper to thank the Japanese government and the people for providing 1.24 million doses of COVID-19. Well, Japan Minister of Defense Kishi Nobuo responses in Chinese say, "Thank you very much, Taiwan fighting." In the end, I want to talk about COVID India variant. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced a delay of 4 weeks to the next phase of England's lockdown reopening amid a surge in the Delta variant of COVID-19 first discovered in India. That will be the view for today. This is Catherine from Taipei. I hope you have a nice night, and I'll see you again.